Before Christmas is here, before I even start putting lights out on the front lawn, I thought I'd better give you an update on my angel wings. December 1st is... Ooh. Hey Siri, how many days until December 1st?
It's 60 days until then.
It's 60 days until the 1st of December. If you missed my first Angel Wings video, here's a little recap. Trust me, I know they're hard to see on a table, but they turned out really cool. I was so impressed with how bright they were, considering they had to shine through a layer of paint. But yeah, they turned out great. What I really wanted to show you today was how I created my model over in xlights. I wanted the wings to look like angel wings in my xlights layout. I couldn't draw them as a matrix because the wiring wasn't straightforward. So I had a peek at Lightshow Hub. I found it easy enough to draw my model. It started off fine, but towards the end of the model, because I was pushing my pixels all over the place, I couldn't remember where the next pixel was without going to physically look at the wiring, and then it was just getting a bit time consuming and a bit messy, and in the end I ditched Lightshow Hub. Sorry. So I searched around and I ended up finding a video that Keith made a couple of years ago now that was generating a custom model using a video capture method, and it seemed like it could work for my wings. Although the video was made a few years ago now, it's not outdated. I'll link the video in the top right hand corner for you guys to have a look at if you want to play along at home. Just a heads up, if you want to go the same path in creating a custom model, you need to first make sure you've got all your pixels pushed and the model is configured in xlights and in your controller so that you can actually light it up when you need to. That means drawing the model roughly in xlights, a single line with the correct amount of pixels as per the model you just pushed lights into is all you need. The second point is make sure you can video the prop straight and center. It really helps with the end result of how the model will look in your layout. So what we're actually looking at here is the video of my angel wings going through the lighting sequence that xlights plays on your prop during the process of generating a custom model. So we'll go back a few steps to the start and we'll take a look at this process quickly. So you can see that I have already created my angel wings model in my layout, but let's just imagine that it's a single line. So I create the single line, it's 329 pixels just like my angel wings has. It works fine. I can test it in xlights. It lights up, so it's good to go. So the next step is to generate the custom model. So to do that, come up to Tools and down to Generate Custom Model. A window then pops up asking for a little more information about the model. I need to input the details of my angel wings in here. So it needs to know the total amount of pixels on my wings, which I know is 329 pixels. So you can see this first section here is nodes per channel count. So 329 comes in here, and then I need to put the start channel of the model, which I find up here in brackets. So it's 18871. Then I click on Run Capture Pattern, and xlights reminds me to be ready to start the video of my angel wings, because once I click OK here, xlights will actually run a light sequence of a chase on my angel wings that requires me to video it. So clicking on OK, it will run through the sequence. You should see your model light up one node at a time, starting at the very first pixel all the way through to the end. xlights makes a sound once it's finished to let me know to then stop the video. I then click on the process tab here. xlights wants to know what my model is. I have pixels in my angel wings, so I make sure nodes are selected here. It then wants me to upload the video that I just recorded. So I've already uploaded it to my laptop. Here it is, and I select it. Then it takes me a lot longer than I'd like to admit to work out. I have to click on next to proceed any further, but I eventually work it out. There it goes. So then xlights scans the video, I suppose, to make sure that it's good to use. It eventually tells me in bright green font that it's good, so we can then move forward and create our model. Okay, so xlight says that the video looks good to move forward with the next step. You have a choice now to either draw your model manually or let xlights do it automatically. I chose to go manual with mine. I did try the automatic method, but it wasn't picking up my pixels correctly, so manual it was. What I see here is my first pixel lit, and I accidentally clicked on it. You can tell by the red dot. I want to fix that mistake by clicking on the undo bold button and then click on a better spot to mark my first pixel. If I click on next frame, you see the second pixel bottle light up next to the one I just clicked on. You also notice that the current number here changes. This represents what number pixel you're up to. So if I continue to click on the next frame, this number changes. And I then need to click on the light to allocate that pixel number to that light. So I continue to click on next frame. I then click on the light to allocate it to that pixel number. And if you find along the way you can't see any light up where there should be one, you click on bump here until you see that light up. Then you can allocate the pixel to it and move on. You can actually see over here I get a little bit bunched up. I ran out of room. I didn't really video my prop very straight. But I can fix it up later. I'm not too concerned about this. And I don't go through the whole entire wings here. I stop at this point just to be able to show you guys how to go through the whole process. So I click on save and name the model I want to name it, which is Angel Wings. And I just make note of where I save it so I can go back and find it later when I go to import it into my layout on xlights. So we don't really need this screen anymore. We've just saved that model and we're done with generating a custom model. So we can close that and import the model we just created in our layout. So click on import and actually draw a box to be able to bring up this window, and you find your model you created and open it to bring it over into xlights. So here essentially is my angel wings. Everything looks great except for this small section over here where my pixels started bunching up. So I want to actually edit this. To do that, make sure your model's selected and you come over to model data here. If you click on the click to edit, it'll bring up more information or your pixels here. So I actually want to fix my pixel number 18. So if I find where I want it actually to be, I click on the box, I write number 18, delete the original, and it now moves that pixel to that new location. And you can see here on the layout, it's actually moved to the right slightly. So all I would now do is to come down here to our single line model. Remember, we're imagining this is just a single line, and either delete it or replace it with the new model that we've created so that it keeps the start channel and whatnot. So thanks guys, I hope this has been helpful. If not, I'm really sorry, and I'll see you in the next video.